Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. Early in the morning today. Okay, so all right. So today we are going to continue. Okay, with our final topic for this syllabus. Yeah. So altogether is 11 topic. Okay. All right. So today we are going to discuss. So it's more like discussions. Yeah. Not many concept, but more to discussion. Philosophical and economic issues of IT. So I think last 2 weeks we have discussed how theoretical frameworks, model, and how theory is being used, yeah, as part of the problem-solving approaches. So I think now you can actually visualize, yeah, how do you address problem, in what angle that you want to address a problem. So you want to address a problem from methodological point of view ke, ataupun from perspective in the way that you want to view it from a human factors ke, ataupun technological factors, technicalities, ataupun dari segi usage, dari segi for example, like human behaviors, dari segi cultural. So there are many ways on how we address a problem, and there are many ways on the methodological approaches, the tools, the methods, the techniques. Okay, so hopefully how you see a problem situation akan different lah after you completed all the topics in the subject, because I think this subject equip you with the understanding, especially if you still remember the diagram on this bicycle tu kan, ada obstacle, ada goals, and then what are the factors, yeah, people, technology, process, factors, external factors, political, cultural, religion, apa lagi, social. So all this will comes into your head on how you analyze the problem situation, from which perspective, from which context, and also looking from a view of technological solutions, non-technological solutions, even though we are technologies, but somehow you cannot deny that certain problems you have to curb on the soft approaches, using soft approaches rather than hard approaches. Okay, so yeah, so we continue with today's lecture. All right, so it's more on discussion based. I'm sure some of you have gone through it yesterday. Okay, so what will be the learning outcome today? So hopefully you can understand the reason of why we learn about philosophy, and how Doctor of Philosophy or Master by Research comes into the picture, and also how this technology impacted the economies. Because I think as a technologist, as a practitioner, you should know how this technology play important role in shaping the society, in shaping how the disperse of the workforce, and also how does it impacted to the economy, to the people, as well as to the work management. Okay, and also in terms of the environment, the surroundings, etc. Because you cannot just think about coding all the time. You cannot just think about your own circle. Kalau you buat cybersecurity je, tak boleh ya. Because as you grow and climb up the ladder, you got to see the holistic view of it. So hopefully the diagram on the system environment will stay in your mind as you grow, becoming a CEO or CIO one day, project manager, and so forth, because that diagram helps you to understand, to analyze, okay, the problem situation in a greater length, and perhaps it can assist you in effectively managing the problem solutions, because we know that not every solutions you can overcome it easily. Not everything can be dissolved. Okay, kalau semua problem boleh, orang kata boleh macam tekan button delete. Oh, I think every human being in this world are very happy. Yeah. Tapi in reality, it does not work that way. Sometimes we can minimize the potential of the problem, the effect, and sometimes we can eliminate it easily. Okay, so all right, so the next one. Okay, all right, so we just recap back. Okay, the term philosophy, although we already covered it, we talk about Aristotle, Socrates, yeah. Why we need to study philosophy? Kenapa? I think dekat Malaysia dia tak ada lah subjek filosofi ya. Tapi kalau some of you yang pernah study abroad, I think one of the subject that you have to take is either sociology or philosophy ya. Especially if you under American program ke ataupun Australian matriculation ke UK ke apa ke, adalah satu subjek elective philosophy. So why do you need to understand philosophy and why is it related to technology? So I think in the last lecture, I've already emphasized on philosophy is the fundamental. Is the fundamental of the knowledge building, knowledge foundation that we call as epistemology. The word bombastic dia tu epistemology lah. Okay. And kenapa? Kenapa is the foundation? Because philosophy ni it comes from apa? It comes from scientific observation ya, scientific based observation. Walaupun zaman Aristotle, zaman Rome dulu ya, zaman kegemilangan Renaissance dulu, tapi zaman-zaman itu all the philosophers start looking into the interconnection, the interactions between environment, nature, people, human being, and this is where pemikiran yang kritikal berlaku. Sebab tu kalau you belajar how the development of knowledge ya, sebelum datangnya Al-Farabi, kemudian all these Islamic scholars, Avicenna, semua tu sebenarnya the knowledge tu dia dah start building daripada zaman Greek dulu. Okay, dia menggunakan all the asas-asas yang telah konsep-konsep ya, contohnya epistemology, reasoning, value, semua tu. Ingat lagi causa finalis, causa formalis, all that ya, masih lagi relevan even zaman millennium sekarang ni. Cumanya kita cakap pasal form and functions lah. Tapi zaman tu dia dah start cakap pasal forms and function. Ya? So kita meminjam filosofi ini sebagai foundation of knowledge building. Especially on the scientific understanding and so forth. Okay? So so the word philosophy here stands for love of wisdom. Okay, dalam bahasa Greek dia sebenarnya filosofi ni kita pinjam daripada perkataan Greek which means love of wisdom. So you have doctor of philosophy kan? So yang buat doctorate tu disebabkan he will go through this process of acquiring knowledge ya, the process of epistemology to gaining reasoning, valuing dan so forth, buat analisis semua tu lah. Okay, so the do and don'ts about the term philosophy itself. Okay, so philosophy is good at reasoning arguments. Sebab itu dalam PhD ataupun masters by research, what the students do is that to argue. To argue, bukan suka-suka argue, but have valid reasoning, justification, they do hypothesis, they try to prove the hypothesis, yeah, using mathematical modeling, statistical and whatnot. Okay, and yes, assumptions is also part of hypothesis. Okay, limitations, policies, consequences, counterexamples. Alright, you pernah dengar tak this guy nama dia Nostradamus? I sebut betul ke tak ni?
Macam pernah dengar nama dia.
You you akan dengar, you pernah dengar ya Nostradamus ni. Kalau tak ada dengar, boleh Google. So he is a philosopher as well as scientist ya. Tapi Nostradamus ni kenapa zaman dulu tu orang sangat respect dekat dia? Sebab apa? Dia adalah macam peramal. Kalau you baca buku Nostradamus yang tebal tu kan, I think majority of what policies ni ya, what he predicted in the future happen. Cumanya kita tak boleh nak percaya 100% lah kan. Kita hanya percaya kepada what is written in the Quran. Tapi zaman Mak Saleh dulu, dia percayalah Nostradamus ni. Okay, so he is a predictor. So macam mana dia boleh predict things that is going to happen in the future? That is something like itu anugerah Tuhan lah kan. Apa yang dia predict tu, and all his assumptions tu, dia provide a lot of justifications. But kalau you baca, it's more like abstract lah. You kena, cara dia menulis tu is abstract. You kena decipher. Macam juga Quran, yang boleh mentafsir Quran adalah orang-orang yang belajar hadis ya. Bukan kita pandai-pandai je nak tafsir. So you kena belajar hadis. Lepas tu apa yang Rasulullah kata kena ada citation daripada riwayat siapa. Kalau you tengok kan. Sama juga macam you buat PhD. Kena ada references, kena ada citation. Siapa yang cakap ni? Takkan you yang cakap, mesti ada orang lain yang cakap, and yang cakap tu mesti ada validation. Contoh dia. Okay, so provide conceptual framework position with which to describe or think about issues. So this is where the doctor of philosophy comes in. Yeah, you come up with models, theoretical framework, you come up with process, yeah, flow charts and so forth. Okay, so and theories play important role in part of your arguments lah. Okay, so philosophy does not provide answers. Dia hanya provide valuing and reasoning. Contohnya ethical reasoning lah. Yeah, so dia tak provide answers. Dia tak kata 1 + 1 = 2. Sebab filosofi ni dia bukan maths ya. Dia hanya arguments. Arguments tu depends lah. Kalau apa yang mendengar tu dia nak terima atau tidak, tapi must be rational lah. Okay, simplify or clarify concept. Okay, provide solid foundations for methodology. Usually methodology ni kita relate to for example, like scientific procedure. So philosophy does not give that. Okay, tell you what you should be doing, and then tell you what the word really means. Okay, so usually philosophy is falsafah lah. So orang yang berfalsafah ni dia tak ada numerical figures ke apa ke to support the statement. Tapi bila dia talk about principle, values ataupun justifications, it depends on the listener whether they convinced about it or not. So kalau kita dalam medical, you tak boleh lah filosofi ni, sebab medical is about reasoning ya, reasoning through scientific procedure. So you tak boleh lah guna filosofi ni dalam medical. Okay, so kita tengoklah field-field yang sesuai when we talk about philosophy. But how this philosophy relates to IT, later kita tengoklah ya. So how does philosophy reflected in a master by research or PhD? So you tengoklah dekat sini dia punya proses. Okay, so I think the obvious part is on the critical thinking and analysis. Okay, rational discourse and debate, because whatever model that you come up with, you have to justify during your viva. Okay, ethical consideration. Okay, I think basically part you develop the conceptual model tu lah, ataupun theoretical framework, conceptual framework, you nak build new theory ke. This is where the philosophy comes in, which is the philosophy comes from theory building, ataupun you ambil theory orang lain and try to enhance. So usually master by research and PhD, dia punya LR tu penuh lah dengan review teori-teori yang sedia ada yang berkaitan, and then letak a lot of justifications. You will go through this when you do your CSP 750 later ya. Even though you probably you go into technical, but dalam technical tu you tak boleh lari daripada buat literature review and also compare and contrast between model yang sedia ada ataupun processes ataupun best practices, ya. Okay. Alright, why learn philosophy in IT? So rasanya I dah mention dalam setiap lecture tu, okay, and I dah bagi contoh, okay, contohnya social media, especially ataupun general issues. Later I will refresh back, okay. Okay, one of the issues is, okay, I think all these issues are relevant, why we need to study philosophy, why you need to study on the social values, why you need to study behavior, okay, human behavior. Kenapa kita kena study cultural consideration when we talk about technology, ya. Contohnya you nak bina technology, you want to build a technology for Malaysian people. Okay, so this technology comes from the Western. If you want to build a technology for Malaysian people, then you need to study the requirements of Malaysian people. You cannot bring the technology from US and come here and just expect people to adopt and accept. Okay, sometimes you need to see whether the community is ready, whether the infrastructure is ready, whether the elements inside the technology sesuai tak untuk orang Malaysia ni. Okay, that is cultural considerations. So cultural consideration takes into perspective of usage, practices, readiness, acceptance, usability, macam-macam. Okay, alright. Itu satu contoh. So if you look at these points, understanding the impact of technology, yes, I think this is I think this is very useful if you want to see user experience, acceptance, adoption ataupun diffusion, ya, why people reject the technology, why people don't like to use e-government services. So kalau you bina website, okay, you bina platform, okay, at the end of the day, you want to receive feedback. So that is why nowadays a lot of these mobile applications or any apps, whether website ataupun whether mobile applications, dia ada dah start all this review. Okay, either dia letak review, feedback or ratings, because all these informations values to the designer and developer, because this is where they're going to see how user react to the technology. Okay, product or services. Dulu tak ada, ya. Kalau you perasan zaman dulu, mana ada talking about feedback ke apa ke. Adalah dia bagi survey form. But survey form nowadays is not relevant anymore. So what do? You bagi rating. Macam Grab je lah. Okay, you bagi rating. So that dia tahulah rider ni macam mana. Macam mana performance dia. You value that kind of feedback kan. Okay, so talking about ethical considerations, okay, critical thinking and problem solving. So even if you want to solve problems, you got to understand, for example, like, I want to know about who are my customers. Siapa yang browse website ni? So kalau siapa yang browse website ni, you letak dulu, kita nampak ada counter tu kan, traffic counter, okay, daripada negara mana yang datang, okay, dia nak tahulah kan. So kalau dalam Instagram, you know your followers punya distributions, okay, gender lah, negara mana lah, preferences semua tu. So why this is important, especially for a business organizations, ya? Because they want to know dia punya customer preferences. Dia nak tahu customer dia yang majority dekat mana, so that dia boleh strategize on the marketing. Yeah. So dia kena tahulah, okay, nak buat behavior analysis ke ataupun dia nak buat consumer analysis ke. Kalau you pernah dengar company Nielsen, ya, company Nielsen ni is very famous in doing all this consumer research. I think kat Malaysia memang ada. I think somewhere kat PJ ke mana ke. Kerja dia buat consumer research je. Okay. So people hire them as a consultancy company to do consumer research for the business. Okay. So human technology interaction. Yes. Okay. So now dulu-dulu kita cakap pasal user centered. Okay. User centered design, UCD. Lepas tu people centered design. Okay. Sebab apa? Sebab dah banyak collaborative softwares. Yeah. And when we talk about collaborative, there are a lot of organization and companies started to extend from regional to country. So kalau you kerja dekat HP, for example, HP in Malaysia, they don't really do any codings and buildings kan. Dia banyak buat I think maintenance ke on the business side. So dia dah segment dia punya operation ya, for HP for example. So dia nak bercakap dengan colleague dia dekat India. So how they do it? They come up with this collaborative software. Yeah. So one of my student dia kata okay, every time dia akan guna software ni, and she did it part of the proposal ya, how successful the usage of this collaborative software in terms of decision making and so forth, because she works with different colleagues from different countries, macam tu. Okay, innovation and creativity, yes, inform policy and governance, future technologies and societal change, digital ethics and responsibility. So even under these issues kan, there are a lot of research actually can be done and can relate to how you address all these issues, okay, by using theory that reflect the philosophical in IT. Okay, so so kalau you tengok framework ni kan, dia lebih kurang macam apalah yang you kena masukkan dalam research. Tak kira lah you buat research 6 credit hours ke, 15 credits ke, ataupun full research. So you have problem situation. Okay, and then after that you come up with your own hypothesis ataupun assumptions ya, ataupun you come up with reasoning, whatever it is, problem statement ataupun research problem dan sebagainya. And then you propose possible solutions. Yeah, you propose possible solutions from angle of methodological approach. Maksud dia quantitative versus qualitative, ataupun guna different tools, technique, method, approaches. Ya, proses. You nak tengok pada proses, algorithms ke sebagainya kan? Ataupun you nak tengok dari segi usability ataupun post evaluation. Tak kira lah apa-apa issues. And then you have framework, the penggunaan theories, model. Even if you look into process, it's also a big contribution to a research, because we tend to have many processes, but you can actually compare, buat case study, compare, okay, process between process A, process B, process C, what is the similarity, what is the difference, what is the strength, and how you can improve the processes is also part of research contribution as well. Tapi kita kena well versed lah with the processes, okay? Alright, so the philosophy in problem solving refers to a set of principles and approaches. So let's say kalau you buat qualitative, ada procedure of qualitative. Kalau you buat dalam bentuk quantitative of your research, adalah dia punya procedure dia. Okay, so it depends on the nature of your problem. And ada juga student yang akan buat experimentation. Yeah. Okay, dia pergi lab ke, ataupun dia buat guna tools ke, okay, contohnya eye tracker ke, ataupun physiological measurement ke, ECG brain, macam-macam. Kalau engineering school tu dia ada brain interface ya, brain interface equipment. So let's say you nak tengok usability of the website tu selain daripada eye tracker, which means dia akan tengok you punya eye movement. Besides that, they also can analyze through brain analysis how people make decision. But that one is very high risk. But then boleh buat, still ethical, tapi you kena undergo research ethics committee review lah. So banyak benda actually research yang you boleh lihat ya. Okay, so what are the key principles of philosophy in problem solving? So how to relate philosophy and problem solving? So, okay, I think I've banyak ni ya. So you can see here holistic understanding, critical thinking, creative thinking, perspective taking, ethical consideration, systematic approach. Okay, semua ni adalah part of your methodological approaches. Yeah. So it depends what you want to do. Kalau creative thinking, basically innovative solutions. Yeah. Kalau critical thinking ni macam mana you look at the problem, contextualize the problem, model apa nak pakai, okay, analisis yang macam mana, okay. So ada yang buat contohnya fishbone diagram lah for root cause analysis kan, ada yang buat SWOT analysis lah. So if you see this as a holistic approach, it tells you the philosophical, the knowledge ya, ataupun the theory actually helps you to set the foundations to understand. Let's say you nak tahu, how should we improve the social media? How should we improve the social media? Social media ni sebenarnya dia datang daripada apa? The existence of this social media comes from the study of the human behavior sebenarnya. So you need to understand that how the algorithm works. So how the algorithm works is actually how the nature of how the user actually browse. Okay, so dia ada expert psychology dia yang dia akan analyze, okay, how the user browse, the user's interest, preference, all that. And lepas tu dia akan translate it into features and functions in the social media. And that's why you become addicted to it. Okay, it's amazing, isn't it? You need to study people's psychology. So I think they manipulate the behavior of the user until you're so addicted to the social media. Betul tak? Yeah. So you kena kalau you tengok YouTube kan, the social dilemma tu is very interesting. How the scientists psychologist ni pun scientist ya, dia ada clinical psychologist, dia ada applied psychologist. So psychologist ni I think it's amazing that they try to emulate the human behavior, and then the social media is manipulating that through the algorithm. So sebab tu you tinggal digital footprint, bila yang keluar tu semua yang berkaitan dengan you punya browsing history dia boleh capture. And the sustainability, the sustenance, the apa orang kata sustenance, dan berapa lama you duduk and browse social media tu pun dia boleh capture. Sebab dia nak you lama lah menengok social media tu. So dalam you tengok tu, dia keluarlah advertisement apa semua. Nak tak nak, you klik juga kan. So it's a paid advertisement, dapatlah duit. Contohnya lah. Okay. Alright. Okay, so alright, so you already know philosophy of problem solving, okay? Philosophy of science. So how science comes into the picture, and then I think in the beginning of the lecture, I mentioned about the science is the foundation of IT, kan? Okay, sebab apa you kena belajar science ni? Sebab apa you kena belajar maths? Ya, sebab if you are in computer science, you are in IT, memang you tak boleh lari. Okay, you build algorithm, you build the fastest search engine, you build pseudocodes, whatever it is lah. Okay, you build prediction through this analytical thing. Yeah, now we have data analytics, blockchain, all this. It derived from scientific and mathematical understanding. So kalau you ambil computer science, memang you tak boleh lari daripada maths and stats. Yeah. And I think this is also a prerequisite to join the program. You must have maths at least, okay? So science is the foundation of assumptions, okay? So you need to understand science in order for you to understand the technological building. So for example, like let's say you work in a biology environment, but it relates to technology. So macam mana you nak buat technology for monitoring and tracking, for example? Kalau macam geoscience kan, yang study batu-batu tu, dia panggil apa tu? Yang study batu-batu geology kan. You kena ada technology that actually capture atau store all this information. contohnya. So in a way that you got to understand the basic of the science, okay, whatever it is, the knowledge tu, okay, contohnya you nak buat repository of pokok-pokok, okay, you punya PhD, ya, nak buat repository of pokok-pokok. At the end of the day, you come up with ontology atau taxonomy because you nak buat database. And this database will contribute to your search engine. Okay. So, you kena study lah. Okay. Pokok ni dengan pokok ni kategori apa? Pokok ni kategori apa? Because I do have colleagues yang dia buat AI lah kan. AI tapi dalam konteks of tumbuh-tumbuhan herba di Malaysia. So, her co-supervisor is actually a botanist who reside in the Faculty of Agriculture. Betul lah tu. Yeah? So, main supervisor dia adalah yang expert dalam AI. So, kembali kepada foundation of the subject, the domain. So kita IT ni dia bukan setakat teknologi sahaja, ya. Depends on your working environment. Sometimes you kena kembali kepada domain, depends on teknologi ni dalam konteks apa. So let's say one day you kerja dalam konteks of business. So you kena faham supply chain management, value chain management, you kena faham whatever manufacturing technology ke whatsoever, because this is part of your work, the domain context, yeah. So it falls into science. Okay, science ni is about natural sciences and all that. So logic too comes from that. Okay, so the role of the ni art ni kan philosophy of science ni, okay, contohnya economy is also science, ya. Studying of economy. Kenapa? Sebab bila kita ada teknologi, kita boleh lari daripada human consumption, and also you do technology, you build technology for human usage. So at the end of the day, for example, like you have features and functions. So dalam features and functions, of course, you have the formation, yeah. And then the requirements comes from where? Of course, daripada you punya user. So for example, it says here, okay, the role of the art is to bring existence to its essential form. So science and art is an interplay here. Okay, what does it mean here? So art ni apa? Art ni bukan lukisan, ya. Art ni adalah macam social science. So you tak boleh lari daripada combination of science and social science. Science is the study of the nature, the natural resources. Tapi arts ni the study of people, the study of people lah, and process like marketing, human resource dan sebagainya. So okay, for example, it says here the art of government aims to make man just. So bila kita kata undang-undang, ethical, integrity, semua tu adalah polisi kan. So when we talk about technology, sometimes you tak boleh lari daripada faktor-faktor you must undergo macam political influence. Ingat tak yang kita on the bicycle tu kan, apa faktor yang menyebabkan hindrance you nak mencapai objektif? Political, social, apa lagi, cultural, okay, religion, apa lagi faktor dia? Saya pun dah tak ingat dah. Banyaklah kat situ kan, geographical. So this is where the art comes in, ya. The social science comes in. So technical logic and values are joined into us. So science dengan art sini interplay. Sebab tu ada technological solution and non-technological solution. Dia tak boleh teknologi je. Macam smart city. We talk about smart city. Adakah smart city ni, maksud smart city is all you equip the whole city with technology? What about the effect to the environment, to the nature? Imagine that you chop off all the trees in Malaysia. Dari mana datangnya oksigen? Perlukah kita bina artificial oxygen? Kan? So I think last week I read an article. This doctor, she is very famous lah in US for alternative treatment, ya. She's the founding of this hospital, cancer hospital, yang promote alternative treatment for cancer patients, ya, rather than yang yang medical, tapi dia alternatif lah. Okay, alternatif bukan homeopati ya. Dia still guna teknologi tapi more to teknologi yang nature friendly lah. So she said she's worried about the new generation because there are a lot of research saying that your children is going to die earlier than you. Okay, you boleh cari Google. Okay, so it was predicted that the current generation kan dia akan meninggal. They have a short lifespan compared to the parents. Pernah dengar tak? Okay, it's an interesting findings ya daripada recent research. So I was like, wow, kenapa ya? Why? So dia kata nowadays ya cases of cancer patients have risen, which is dulu cancer ni orang tua-tua dapat ya. Tapi sekarang ni early 20s, early 30s. So the diagnosis tu become rapid. Something that is not surprise. So why is that? So she listed down the causes. Yeah, the causes is perhaps lifestyle. Okay, lifestyle, food consumptions, because nowadays with technology you ada GMO kan. So sekarang ni macam contohnya lah seedless fruits. Biasanya kita akan belilah seedless fruit ni sebab tak payah nak buang biji ya. Tak payah ludah-ludah nak buang biji. Tembikai lah, biji anggur lah. Okay, ataupun tersekat kat gigi bila makan biji tu. Tapi I recently found out that kalau you makan yang buah yang tak ada biji tu adalah buah yang dah genetically modified. Which is not good for your health. You tahu tak? Do you know that? You ambil makan je. Kan? I recently know because I memang selalu beli buah yang tak ada biji ya. Okay. Tapi bila I baca tu, wow, it's just like it's just like struck my head kan. So because she was saying nowadays with the technology, food becomes artificial. Lifestyle, diet, lifestyle. So it affects kalau you makan artificial food, which means like Maggi, ramyeon, apa lagi, proses meat, sausage, salami, semua tu memanglah sedap sebab dia dah genetically processed, and then bila dia process, dia akan letakkan perisa-perisa yang secukup rasa, ajinomoto segala tu. Dia kan kalau you belajar macam mana ajinomoto tu direka, dicipta, memang ada bahan chemical that will stimulate you punya brain yang mengatakan, oh sedapnya. There are some people who cannot live without ajinomoto ya. Mesti nak kena letak ajinomoto, letak garam. Lepas tu letak ajinomoto, mana tak dapat kolesterol tinggi, high BP kan. I think almost all stalls ya, restaurant dia akan letak ajinomoto. Except for like Chef Wan ke Chef Wan restaurant dia memang tak letak ajinomoto, ataupun you beli ahyam, okay, ahyam kan, kedai ahyam tu dia kata no MSG apa semua tu. Sebab I'm the type of person kalau ada MSG tu dia memang hit my head. Itu dia dah kalau nak test makanan tu ada MSG ke tak, I dalam few second aja my head dah spinning dah. So I memang tak boleh any MSG. So I masa muda dulu I eat Maggi. Biasalah kan, you muda-muda dulu mestilah you eat Maggi. Tapi tak adalah macam frequent. But I think nowadays I don't eat Maggi anymore. Because I started to get migraine. So this is technology. So teknologi ni dia relate to apa tadi? Ethical lah. So ethical, philosophical, semua tu filosofi dia adalah adakah dia value yang betul? Contohnya like nuclear kan? Betul ke? Okay. Nuclear is good actually. It's a very cheap technology when it comes to generate energy. Tapi people manipulate it, okay, to become a weapon of destruction. Macam tu lah. Okay, so you tak boleh lari daripada interplay of science and also this art ni. So art ni bukanlah lukisan ya. Okay, dia more to social science perspective. Okay, so how is philosophy of science applied? Oh, banyaknya scientific methodology, theory development, apa you buat analysis, experiment, semua tu lah. Modeling, simulation ni part of science punya konteks. So I think for cyber security, some of you going into technical, maybe you buat modeling simulation, dia mesti ada proses dia mesti ada prosedur dia. Bukan suka-suka je you buat modeling ataupun simulation tu. You must follow a certain procedure, scientifically procedure that has been set by other researchers. Yeah. Okay. So okay, now philosophy of technology. Okay, technology pun ada philosophy? Ada. Okay, so how does this philosophy related to technology and how you apply it? So when we talk about technology, kita study the nature of the technology. Teknologi ni buat apa? Apa karakteristik dia? Apa strength dia? Apa limitations dia? And also apa impact kepada human? Apa impact kepada environment? So people study that. Contohnya Contohnya smart car. Okay, kenapa people build smart car? Why people invented smart car? Does smart car help in environment in the environment? Does smart car in the long run save cost dan sebagainya? Okay, kita study on that. Yeah, the nature of technology, effects, the transformation of technology. Adakah teknologi ni memburukkan lagi the society? How does the social media impact human behavior, mental health dan sebagainya? Okay, so this is not just philosophy on the technology, tapi kepada usage, kepada kesan in terms of the long run. Okay, so you talk about cyber security. So cyber security is the in thing right now because everything goes online and crimes does not committed physically, not just physically. Yang physical senang kita tangkap Tapi yang digital ni, because of all the transactions, all things are being done online, people learn, tricks and ways on how to scam people, on how to manipulate people. Even technology macam deepfake ke, ataupun apa dia panggil tu, macam-macam teknologi lah yang hide behind kartun, macam-macam. So all these are humanistic considerations of technology. So kalau you berminat dalam ethical consideration ataupun the human part of cyber security, you can go into this line. Tak semestinya you go into technical. Okay, sometimes you got to see the effect, okay, the efficiency, ataupun you kena tengok the changes, okay, the effect of changes or transformations or whatever it is lah. Okay, sebab yang buat ni human juga. Teknologi tu bagus, tapi how you operate it, how you utilize it. Kalau utilize it secara negatif, so impact dia negatif lah. Kalau utilize it secara positif, then it bring positive impact kepada society. Sebab tu secanggih mana teknologi sekalipun, if the one who use it is unethical, it becomes unethical. You agree with me? Kan? So sama lah macam case banking yang orang tu curi duit 10 sen tu. Okay, 1 sen ke 10 sen ke daripada account. Alright, the technology is good. I mean, you have very you have canggih punya database apa semua tu, tapi kalau the personnel that you assign tak ada integrity, apa kisah orang curi duit, kan? Okay. Alright, so what are the key principles of philosophy of technology? Okay, so nanti saya bagi contoh Okay, kita tengok how does technology impacted the human, the environment. Okay, contohnya purpose and utility, ethical implications, user-centered design, sustainability, accessibility, inclusivity, social responsibility, transparency, interdisciplinary innovation, data ethics and security, cultural sensitivity, future-oriented thinking, collaborative development. So all these terms sebenarnya reflect kepada the technology that we are using right now. For example, collaborative development, you have a learning management system, you have collaborative platform, okay, and then apa lagi, ethical implications, yes, kalau you buat AR, VR, lepas tu you buat apa lagi so AI tools, Sekarang ni dah banyak debate on AI tools, whether it's ethical or not. And then even Turnitin pun dah ada satu adding another features whereby they can detect AI generated tools pula. Okay. So user-centered design, yes. You buat design yang user-centered lah. Janganlah yang design yang orang tak faham, design yang tak ada go through persona, empathy map, user journey map, all that. Okay. Accessibility and inclusivity. Ni. Okay, kalau you tengok you Google ya, ada design kena include inclusivity. Of course, people with visual impairment, you jangan fikir semua user tu celik cerah mata dia. Ada yang buta warna, ada yang tak nampak, partial blind, ada yang mute and deaf. So if let's say you are doing a technology that intended for all usage from all different sections of public, so you must consider this inclusivity. Indigenous people, ada tak teknologi yang kita buat hanya untuk indigenous? Ada. Ya, knowledge repository ataupun cultural preservation, banyaklah kalau you pergi Sarawak tu. Contohnya Unimas, Universiti Teknologi Sarawak, dia banyak buat teknologi ya untuk orang-orang indigenous Sarawak. Contohnya e-Bario, pernah dengar beras Bario tu. Dia buat website, dia buat IoT, macam-macam lah. Okay, kat situ ya. Apa lagi inclusivity ni? Walaupun kita negara Islam memanglah kita tak address ya kaum-kaum ni ya, LGBTQ ni, tapi kat overseas, okay, you ada website, okay, yang include all this inclusivity ya, termasuklah LGBTQ ni, okay. Bukan setakat Asian, Hispanic, apa lagi, indigenous, tapi dah ada satu kaum ni LGBTQ. Nak tak nak, you cannot deny that. If let's say you work overseas, you have to accept them, okay. Accept them as a human. Okay, kita tak accept dia punya dia punya prinsip kehidupan tu, how they lead their life, but kita accept dia, respect dia as a human being, sebab Tuhan jadikan manusia ni pelbagai, so that we learn from each other. Not to say that there are bad people, it's just that the value, the prinsip tu berbeza daripada fitrah, tapi kita respect dia as a human being, ya. I have friends. I think last time my friends are multiracial. I have friends yang admitted, I'm this, Mak Sali biasalah kan, I'm this. Tapi kita respect dia as a friend. Kita tak ikutlah cara hidup dia tu. Okay, biarlah itu prinsip dia kan. Tapi as a friend, as a colleague, it's just like normal human being. Okay. So accessibility and inclusivity must be in the mind of technologies ya. Tapi itulah kesiannya dekat Malaysia ni, kita ni kurang fokus kepada accessibility. Banyak rata-rata website, you tengok website government ada tak features for accessibility? Ada tak? Ada? Ada tak ikon dekat tepi tu? Kalau ada tak? Zul, you rasa ada?
Some of it.
Tak ada?
Some of it ada.
Oh, okay, ada ya. Adalah, mungkin ada lah, tapi tak, orang kata tak obvious sangat lah. Tak obvious sangat. Okay, UiTM website ada tak? UiTM website ada tak? Especially untuk yang colour blind, ada? Aku pun tak perasan sebenarnya. Tapi dulu website yang dulu ada ya, tiba-tiba font dia besar, you boleh besarkan font and then tukar colour. Tapi sekarang ni when they change into a new design, I'm not sure. So you better check. Okay, sepatutnya adalah, because we need to think about those yang ada accessibility issues ya. Okay, so transparency, accountability, interdisciplinary approach, tu yang saya kata. Teknologi ni tengok domain. Kalau you buat biology, you kena buat teknologi for biological aspects, for physical aspects, ataupun daripada agriculture. Kalau untuk yang working in a chemical environment, teknologi tu yang geologist, anthropologist semua. Sebenarnya teknologi ni cross discipline. So PhD, student yang buat PhD, sometimes dia contextual ya. Dia student computer science tapi domain teknologi yang dia buat tu dia akan pergi psychology, dia akan pergi business, dia akan pergi different field ya. Tapi at the end of the day dia buat teknologi lah, tapi domain tu yang membezakan. Applying to a different case study. Okay, innovation, data ethics, security. Okay, cultural sensitivity. Yes, as I said, if you build technology for the Middle East, okay, as simple as website, tak sama cara you design website untuk orang Arab dengan orang Malaysia. Orang Arab ni dia baca daripada mana? Kiri ke kanan, kan? Tak samalah. Tiba you buat kanan ke kiri, dah pening kepala dia. Okay, so mesti ada cultural sensitivity. Contohnya, kalau Jepun ya, you tak boleh letak warna purple. Dia punya website kenapa? Dia sensitif kalau purple ni. Why? Kita tak kenapa. Jepun. Anyone knows?
Saya tak sure.
Sebab
warna royalty kot.
tak, kalau purple ni melambangkan Yakuza. Yakuza is still very strong in Japan. Even dia punya political ni pun shaped by Yakuza. Yakuza masih wujud ya. Yang ketua gangster dia tu masih lagi masih ada influence di Jepun. Cumanya dia tak ada obvious sangat lah ya. Mungkin dia dah modernize dan sebagainya ya. So Yakuza, so dia melambangkan warna official Yakuza ni lah. So kalau purple violet tu is a no-no ya. Janganlah you pandai-pandai buat website yang ada colour tu. Okay, so tu lambang. So kalau you talk about Islamic website, semua tu Islamic principle related, banyaknya hijau contohnya lah. Okay, apa lagi ya? Itu yang lain je lah yang tahu. Okay, color convention ya. So you kena faham cultural sensitivity ni if you work with a overseas client, because you jangan fikir you design tu dah cukup bagus. Sometimes you have to understand the requirements, the characteristic dan sebagainya ya. Okay, so let's see sample. Okay, how is philosophy of technology is applied? Remember, I talk about design for forgiveness. Sebab apa? Sebab kita belajar theory of information. So dalam theory of information mengatakan, okay, memory manusia ni tak tahan lama. Okay, ada yang short term memory, ada yang long term memory. So kalau you tak belajar how human process information, macam mana lah you nak design something that that can sustain. So you dah buat tutorial semua tu, you figure out tak why psychology comes in, the discipline of psychology comes in and how they apply dalam teknologi. So dalam teknologi tu maknanya dia apply dalam contohnya how you build a website, how you build social media, how you build all this macam-macam application ni. You kena faham user. User ni bukan ke behavior and psychology. Ya. Okay, you kena faham tu. So design for forgiveness. So let's say kalau contohnya lah ni design for forgiveness ya. Okay, so it say sorry. Sorry, okay. Sorry you dah tersalah masuk email format. Kalau you tak letak benda ni, okay, tiba-tiba user letak salah, lepas tu dia come up with error without any indicator in the first place, dia akan membuatkan user tu demotivated and mungkin tak sign up. You dah lose one customer. Sebab tu kalau you kerja yang website ni, setiap button ni ada return on investment dia ya. Berapa adakah user tu akan klik dekat create my account. Berapa lama dia nak isi borang ni. Semua tu ada calculation. Ya. Because every yalah business ya, everything is profitable. Okay? So macam tu. So you kena faham kenapa ada konsep of design for forgiveness ni. Kenapa kita kena faham konsep of mental model of the user. Macam mana user navigate, macam mana user browse, macam mana mata tu dia tengok dekat mana. Sebab tu ada eye tracker ya. To analyze usability of the website. So kalau mata you start melilau sana melilau sini, maksud dia you lost in the navigation. Interesting, isn't it? Tengok mata je. Okay. So tu contohnya lah. Okay, so contohnya design for sustainability, benefits of green IT. dah banyak sangat teknologi ni, so macam mana kita nak talk about IT waste, okay? Macam mana kita nak bagi environment ni still green IT because all this technology, macam mana kita nak buang, cara ethical kita nak buang barang-barang equipment ni, nak reuse, recycle, ataupun the power consumption, electricity, apa lagi? Okay, enables compliance with laws and regulations, ethical concerns with computer conduct dan sebagainya, macam-macam isu lah, benefits of green IT ni. So setengah company dia declare, oh saya support green IT. This company green IT compliance, contohnya, sebab dia ada sustainability features. Maksud dia, okay, komputer ni certain year dia dah obsolete. Lepas tu dia akan lupuskan. So cara dilupuskan tu dia come up with the procedure. Macam tu lah, okay. So kalau kita tengok ni design for inclusivity and accessibility. So ada text reader. Okay, website kita ada text reader ke? Tak ada. Okay, so sepatutnya ada lah Tapi ni semua memerlukan extra investment. Okay, so I'm sure with this extra investment tu yang tak nak tu, okay, tak nak buat. Okay, so kita assume macam tak apalah, orang yang visual impact ni nanti adalah orang celik yang akan tolong. Tapi kalau macam Shopee ke Lazada ke ada tak? Ada tak text reader? Ada tak? The Shopee and Lazada is inclusivity friendly? Ada. Hello people? You perasan tak? Ada ke tak?
Kena cari tu pula.
Ada. Rasanya lah rasanya. Ada text reader tak? I think Shopee Malaysia, I don't know. Tapi macam hari tu my student kata ada. Cumanya macam tak obvious, kena cari-carilah. Tapi dia tak user friendly sangat. So I think that the designer in Malaysia kena start looking into accessibility lah. Okay, sebab orang buta pun dia nak shopping juga kan. So how come you discriminate this group of people? Okay, tak baguslah macam tu. Okay, dia pun nak dengar news, dia pun nak tengok TV. Tapi you have to provide additional technology for them. Okay, contohnya macam ni lah. Okay, the navigation bar for BBC News homepage, the home tab is currently selected beneath the button that says accessibility help. Oh, tak nampak kat sini. Sini, accessibility help. What about orang yang buta warna? Do you allow them to change colour so that they can see clearly? So benda-benda ni lah I think in our curriculum I always mention to students because they are the future technologies don't think about user yang normal sahaja because we do have people in this category, so we have to respect them. So build lah apa-apanya teknologi yang inclusivity and accessibility friendly. Okay, ni filosofi dia lah. Okay, contohnya cyber security tak ada filosofi? Ada, filosofi of cyber security, bacalah buku ni. Okay, apa maksud cyber security tu? Adakah orang these scientists saja suka come up with the term? Tidak. You have to learn the history. How does this cyber security evolve? Okay, theoretical cyber security principles and advanced concepts. So kalau you buat PhD, inilah yang you kena baca. Benda-benda ni lah you nak tahu, the foundation of cyber security and so forth. So the application tu you nampak lah dekat sini you nampak kat sini the application. Apa isu-isu dia, berkaitan apa? Antivirus lah, data loss lah, intrusion, firewall, VPN, access control, security incident, event management, macam-macam lagi, blockchain, dalam blockchain decentralization, macam-macam lah. Ni isu-isu dia, tapi theoretical foundation-nya adalah part of the philosophy. Okay, interesting isn't it? Teknologi pun ada filosofi dia Okay, ni semua applied. Ni dah applied. Tapi foundation mesti ada, bukan tutup apply je. Dia mesti ada foundation dia, concept definition before you can apply. Okay? Ini isu-isu lah. Kalau you nak tengok dalam blockchain teknologi ni, ini isu-isu dia. Okay? Alright, so okay, so you dah faham dah okay how this philosophy influence problem solving, technology, science ya. So memang tak boleh lari lah daripada ketiga-tiga aspek ni dalam you contextualize your problem, dalam how you see the problem. Okay, and now we're talking about economic issues of IT. Kenapa lah tak tahu pasal economic issues ya? How does this IT relate to economy? So what is economy? Okay, kita still remember the formula supply and demand. Yeah, distribution of goods, services. So bila kata goods and services, distribution of goods and services, kita cakap pasal apa? Product, services and process. Tiga benda tu. Okay, and siapa yang consume? People. So philosophy and economics are directly related because philosophy underline economic system, the demand and supply. Yeah, and then also purchasing behavior, buying behavior, consumer consumption behavior. Semua ni sangat penting kepada sustainability of a business or any organizations and the successful of product and services usage. Yeah. Plus, culture of the people living and working in an economy. We're talking about acceptance, readiness, impact, diffusion, adoption, acceptance. Dia akan impact kepada economy. Okay, economic development means that the luxuries of yesterday become the conveniences of today. Ni, you faham tak ayat ni? Ke bombastik sangat? Okay, you faham tak ayat ni? Luxuries of yesterday become the conveniences of today. I give you yang dekat di hati lah. Okay. Contohnya TV. TV zaman dulu luxury kan. Mahal TV ni. Okay. Sebab TV ni ada channel. Channel dia apa? RTM 1, 2. Lepas tu ada TV 3. Lepas tu barulah ada TV 9, 8TV kan. Lepas tu sekarang TV Al-Hijrah sebagainya. Dulu-dulu nak ada TV ni luxury ya, hanya orang ada duit je ada TV. Okay, and TV is being built to last for a longest time. TV yang ada kotak semua tu. Okay, tapi now it becomes conveniences. Sebab apa? Dia dah revolutionize kepada apa? Any idea? Dia dah revolutionize kepada? Dia become convenient.
Social media.
Social media, okay, one thing. Tapi sekarang ni kita ada apa? Dulu TV kena balik rumah lah tengok TV sebab dia melekat dekat dinding. Sekarang ni TV you boleh tengok daripada platform. Platform apa?
Web application, tonton, apa lagi? Netflix.
Okay, daripada
Digital.
platform maksud dia, okay, dulu you tengok TV, you kena duduk rumah, balik rumah sebab TV tu kena ada plug, okay, dia bulky, okay, dia punya design tu, okay. So sekarang ni TV kita tengok daripada platform mana? Kita tengok daripada platform smartphone. Okay, dia become convenient lah kan? So sekarang ni TV, orang dah tak tengok dah RTM 1, 2, 3. Kita tengok daripada channel apa? Channel Pay TV, you have Netflix, you have WeTV, View dan sebagainya. And then after that, you ada YouTube. So sekarang ni orang dah tak tengok TV dah pun. Your TV tu become aesthetic features in your house. Okay, sekarang ni pun I think setengah orang dia dah beli projector lah pula sebab nak tengok ala-ala macam wayang kan. Tak nak TV lah, TV tu tak mau dah. So it become conveniences for today. And I think still remember zaman dulu ya, desktop versus laptop. I think when the laptop was first introduced, it's so expensive at that point of time ya, 4,000, 5,000 dah lah, berat 2-3 kg ya. Tapi siapa yang own a laptop tu sangatlah kaya. Because I think the value of the money last time 4-5 ribu tu besar sekarang dia lah kecil kan. So the thing is that nowadays laptop you can easily buy with just 1,000 plus, betul tak? Because it becomes convenience today and it becomes a mass production and it becomes something yang necessary. Orang dah tak pakai dah desktop. yang bulky tu. So kalau you tengok macam Mac ke apa yang desktop dia dah slim kan, slim design because people think about portability, mobility. So economy of development maksud dia zaman yang akan datang ni dia akan jadi mobile, dia akan jadi portable, dia akan jadi semakin orang kata personalization, customization, personalization dia akan jadi lebih mudah, lebih convenient. Okay, so scarcity problem. Okay, what to produce, how to produce, and who gets what is produced. That's going to be issues when it comes to economy of developments. Okay. And then after that, okay, the demand for goods and services arises from human wants. So kenapa ada evolution yang begini? Sebab apa? Sebab user requirements changes. And then you kena remember ya, generation dulu dengan generation sekarang tidak sama dari segi social, dari segi cultural, dari segi mental, dari segi adaptation. Ya, you tengok zaman mak bapak you dulu, okay lah dia dah pandai guna smartphone, but they are not 100% digital literacy. Okay, they are not 100%. Setakat guna smartphone tu boleh lah kan nak call-call apa semua. Tapi kita ni generation yang dah memang kena menggunakan teknologi. Imagine you punya anak tu lahir-lahir je dah ada YouTube. Lahir-lahir je dah mak bapak dah letak YouTube depan muka dengan harapan dia boleh dapat PhD dalam umur 5 tahun. Kan? Tiba-tiba dah lahir-lahir je dah letak A, B, C, D, E, F, G mak bapak sekarang. Lepas tu tiba dapat speech delay lah, macam-macam lah ya, kesan daripada early exposure of screen. Okay, itu pun tak bagus, tu pun orang dah start kaji ya, sebab dia mengurangkan cognitive stimulation tu. Okay, So, okay, alright. So we talk about goods and services lah. Okay, lepas ni. So there are 3 types of human wants. Okay, one is biological, alright. So these goods are often called necessities. So apa necessities? Kalau you tengok hierarchy Maslow of needs, ya, apa yang kita perlukan, apa yang human perlukan mengikut priority. So macam food, shelter and clothing adalah necessity, makan, minum. So what happened in Palestine, actually they are denied of this thing lah. Ya, ini very inhuman act. Because these are necessities, ya, makan, minum, medical, semua tu, clothing, semua ni adalah basic needs, ya. Cultural wants for goods and services beyond necessities in order to maintain the socially accepted standard of living, conveniences. So it says here, the idea of standard of living will vary with time and place. An acceptable living standard for RM 1,800 would not be acceptable in 2024. Imagine ya, fresh grad dibayar 1,800, you nak makan apa? Ada tak company yang mesti bayar 1,800 for fresh grad? Ada?
Dia doktor.
Ada kan? Kadang-kadang I tengok iklan-iklan tu, my goodness, 1,800. I think immigrants you bayar banyak apa? Local people with a degree 1,800. OMG kan? Employer ni pun kadang tak ada humanity ya. How can ya? Because the value of our money dah decreasing. RM100 you rasa kat troli tu tak sampai separuh, suku pun tak sampai. I think 2 barang kalau you beli dynamo je dah RM20-30 dah. Itu satu barang je, beras lagi apa lagi. So I think nowadays paling tidak pun you spend sekali shopping 200. Ya. Kalau 100 tu you beli apa? Okay. Kalau you ada anak, ada pampers dan segalanya, 300. So household, 1 month maybe 500 to 600, 700. Yeah. So these goods and services are called conveniences. But, tapi itulah. Okay, conveniences and luxuries. Yeah, demonstration wants beyond conveniences, luxury. So convenience and luxury dia interplay sekarang ni. Sebab apa? If you tengok goods and services, ya, kenapa orang muda-muda sekarang ni tidak menyimpan? They are not saving a lot. Why? Why do you think so? First thing,
lifestyle.
Because nowadays businesses, ni psikologi juga ya. Human ni senang dia manipulate. Okay, dia study psychology. Sebab apa? Business sekarang ni ya, especially goods and services ni, dia jual barang, dia capture on the marketing. So marketing strategy tu kena bijak. Dia jual harga yang mahal untuk apa? Dia sebenarnya dia tak jual barang tu ya, dia jual lifestyle. So I think marketing strategy play important role in influencing people to buy. So kalau you belajar pasal theory of persuasiveness ya, theory of persuasiveness ni memang scientist, psychologist dah kaji ya, macam mana nak persuade people to buy. Macam mana nak persuade people untuk berhenti merokok. Macam mana nak persuade people from advertising to buy alcohol, to do this, that. Dia dah kaji dah kat situ. Ya, theory of persuasiveness. Dan ada juga teknologi, dipanggil teknologi for persuasive. So dia punya sifu guru dia tu ada dekat Stanford. Ya, Stanford University. BJ Fogg nama dia. So dia ni mengkaji teknologi-teknologi yang persuasif. Termasuklah goods and services ni. So kalau you tengok macam contohnya Vivi Yusof kan. Dia jual brand dia Dark tu. Orang kata mahal, harga Yahudi lah apalah. But still people buy. Is it because, kenapa? How she market kalau you pergi tengok butik dia kan sebenarnya tak ada benda pun ya. Cara dia hias butik dia tu pun macam I feel like nothing special, nothing. Okay. Tapi how come people buy? And a lot of the followers buy online, dia tak pergi butik tu. So you tak nampak ramai orang sangat lah yang nak pergi belik-belik, okay, tudung-tudung dia tu. Why do you think? Kenapa dia letak harga yang mahal but still people buy? Kadang sometimes dia buat limited collection pun start berbaris apa semua tu sebab apa? You terpesona dengan produk dia ke ataupun you terpesona dengan cara marketing dia tu? Sebab apa? Cara marketing dia sebab apa? Sebab Vivi Yusof tu sendiri, cara dia market herself, she is her own brand ambassador ya. She is her own brand ambassador. So she is selling lifestyle. Bukannya dia sell produk tu lifestyle. So which means that indirectly she is persuading people to follow her lifestyle. Dia ni golongan T20 ya. Dia golongan T20. So a lot of us mengidam-idamkan kehidupan yang sebegitu rupa, yang sempurna. Kita nampak dia macam sempurna lah, anak orang kaya. Okay, she start off with a brand, lepas tu successful, lepas tu cara dia berpakaian, cara socializing dia. So kita merasakan kalau kita pakai dark ni kita pun selevel lah dengan dia, sebab dark ni kononnya premium level. So cara dia market pun untuk yang M40 and T20, bukan untuk B40 ya. So you rasa you pakai flaunt bag dark, lepas tu dah lah dengan ada hashtagnya, dengan posting-posting yang viral, okay, you buat OOTD dan sebagainya. Itu adalah cara marketing yang sangat persuasive that indicate that if you buy the product, you are equivalent to the premium people. Okay, sama lah macam you beli dekat Sephora. You beli kat Sephora, you rasa you punya ambience tu sama ke you beli dekat Watson? Tak sama kan? Sama ke? Mana dekat Sephora ada Maybelline segala tu? Tak ada. So siapa yang pergi Watson? Rakyat marhain je lah ya. Rakyat-rakyat yang level tinggi sikit, dia mesti nak pergi Sephora walaupun sekali dalam seumur hidup dia. Sebab apa? Sephora tu is like a place where it's like a candy store for a woman. Dia tengok ada contohnya tiba-tiba lupa pula ada benefit, ada jenama benefit tu, lepas tu ada jenama apa lagi yang ada kat situ, jenama Sephora itself, jenama apa lagi, Huda Beauty lah, all yang premium level tu. Tak naklah pergi Watson kan. So sebenarnya cara dia market tu, this is where the luxuries comes in. Sama ada for conveniences ke ataupun for luxury. Sebenarnya dia sunny lifestyle. Macam you pergi minum kopi. Sebenarnya kopi 3 in 1 tu sama je. Tapi you nak juga pergi Arabica. You nak juga pergi he and she. You nak juga pergi ala-ala yang sama level macam Starbucks. You know, all these hipster coffee. Sebab apa? The ambience. You are buying the lifestyle. Satu kopi RM13, RM14, tak apa. As long as I'm into the lifestyle. Betul tak? Semua orang tak kisah ya. It depends on individual. Tapi dia berjaya persuade people to buy this kind of lifestyle. Sebab tu zaman sekarang nak menyimpan duit tu susah. Ya. Sebab dia dah persuasion tu tadi. Luxury. Okay? Samalah macam you beli kereta. First kereta you beli, you nak ke beli kancil, you nak ke beli Myvi, tak adanya. Ya, paling teruk pun Honda. First gaji nak beli Honda. Manalah you nak cukup duit nak simpan kan? Because of luxury. You nak menunjukkan lifestyle tu. Okay. So what is the difference between economy of scales and economy of scope? Okay, so economy of scale, kita tengok kepada industri. So it says here, or for example, like smartphone manufacturing companies. So smartphone manufacturing companies, dia buat dalam mass production. So economy of scale focus on mass produce. Kenapa mass produce? Sebab dia nak reach to wider audience, mass produce. So this is the causes of mass produce lah. Ni contoh dia. And technology does help in mass produce. You ada supply chain, value chain, lepas tu apa, customer relationship management, semua tu lah. Okay, economy of scope. Contohnya, contohnya you buat cafe, dalam cafe you tu ada pelbagai produk. Scope you adalah kafe, tapi dalam kafe tu macam-macam produk you ada. You jual macam-macam menu lah. Okay. So it exists if when the firm increases the variety of goods itself. Contohnya dalam department store. Sekarang ni kalau you pergi Tesco ke, you pergi Aeon ke, dalam Aeon tu pun dah macam-macam ada services. Ada pharmacy, ada post office, ada apa lagi, courier, ada apa lagi. Dah lah dalam grocery store tu ada macam-macam department section ya, ada macam-macam services lagi. Ini economies of scope. Yeah. So how does this affect the IT? Macam mana it affects the IT ni? Macam mana? What do you think? Kenapa kita nak tahu ni economy of scale, economy of scope? Okay, so IT comes in, alright, when you want to leverage on the technology to escalate on the scale and also to actually escalate on this concentrating on the goods. Okay. You nak buat marketing, digital marketing ke, ataupun you nak create apps ke, whatever it is, okay, untuk untuk beli daripada grocery store ni ke, ataupun daripada cafe ni ke, macam-macam lah. Tapi you kena faham lah, okay, the context of economy of scale and economy of scope and how technology play important role in apa orang kata, in accelerating you punya objektif nak dapatkan profit dan sebagainya, memudahkan orang nak shopping, okay, semua tu. Okay, alright, so okay, information. Salah satu aspek of IT ni adalah values of information. I think you already know how information is valuable, okay, for organization and businesses. And kita tengok values of information ni dah jadi satu commodity. So kalau tengok Facebook, ada likes, ada feedback, ada rating, ada review tu, itu adalah part of commodity. Sangat-sangat berharga, ya. Hashtags. So how many hashtags should you use? Sebab you nak tahu apa? User engagement kan? Versus hashtag account. Orang tak suka you ke? Orang suka your product ke? Orang nak boycott your product ke? So social media ni, bila dia ada start buat hashtag, dia ada start buat likes, itu adalah sangat-sangat orang kata the features tu sangat-sangat persuasive. Ya, sangat-sangat memberi impact kepada user, kepada society, kepada government. Okay. So more information equals to better decisions. Yes, maybe. You need data. Ya, sebab tu ada data scientist. Kenapa wujudnya pekerjaan data scientist when you don't value information? Information is valuable sebab dia apa? Dia bagi you prediction, forecasting. You buat MySejahtera apps tu, dia capture you punya apa COVID dan sebagainya. It's for the government's decision making, monitoring, reporting. Sangat penting. Ya. Dulu kita talk about atoms, now kita talk bits and bytes, computer. So with the evolution of this digital media, kan, all this technology, data is so much so important. Okay, so need a new economics to understand the new economy of bits. So which means you talk about cybersecurity lah kan. Okay, you kena faham the behavior of the scammers. Study lah behavior of the scammers. You kena study the psychology. You kena study how they work, how they operate. Lepas tu you kena study pula international policy. You kena study government's policy dan sebagainya. It's not easy to just capture scammer macam tu aja. Yeah? Mesti dia ada boundary limitations and so forth. Yeah. So this is also part of, I think nowadays the value of information becomes the main priority in IT ya. Sebab dah banyak sangat application ya. Okay. Another contoh value of information is, I think I've mentioned about this ya. So although I'm a big fan of this K entertainment, but I'm not just looking on the cute faces, handsome face, beautiful face ya. So I study on the cultural, I study on the soft economy. So kenapa Korea ni sangat-sangat berjaya lah dengan dia punya apa K-pop ni lah, overall K entertainment. Kenapa tak Bollywood? Sebab I think zaman mak bapak kita dulu asyik tengok cerita Bollywood je kan. The Bollywood influence is so apa orang kata Shah Rukh Khan dulu ni, sekarang Shah Rukh Khan dah tua dah, tak ada orang tak minat dah. Tapi sekarang Bollywood pun dah tenggelam. I think not as sensational as last time zaman I kecil-kecil dulu kan. Sebab itu je lah option yang ada. Bollywood. Okay. So economics of IT. So yalah sebab because of the transition tu daripada TV yang besar tu kita dah ada apps. Kita dah ada apps. So bila dah ada digital movement, okay, people start exporting, okay, and looking into ways on how to utilize technology in reaching to a global audience. So kita tengok kat sini ya, talking about values of information tadi ya. So inilah kalau you tengok ya, amazingly orang Malaysia tak buat ni ya. Artis kat Malaysia tidak buat ini. Sebab tu artis kat Malaysia laku kat Malaysia je, paling tidak pun ke Indonesia dah lah ya. Tapi kita tak bergerak ke mana-mana. Tapi this is a strategy of Korea, China ya, sebab dia nak pasarkan as part of dia punya soft economy. So if you look at the economics of K-pop sendiri ya, tak kira lah orang suka ke tak suka ke, alright. But then you tengok ya, BTS contribution, BTS alone contribution to the dia punya soft economy dia 4.9 billion. Banyak tu ya, 4.9 billion. Hanya daripada satu group je. So BTS ni dia dah pecah Guinness World of Record lah, dia dah buat macam-macam. Ya. So how they do that? You tengoklah dia punya framework ni. Okay. Kita kat Malaysia ni ada ke idol chasing platform? Ada. Fan chasing platform ada. Ada? Orang Malaysia ni ada. Syafiq Kyle ada ke? Zul Arifin ada ke? Dan Nur Faizah ada? Tak ada. Dia setakat guna YouTube aja lah nak promote dia punya lagu ke apa ke. Tapi why they have this? Value information tadi, hashtag tadi. So yang buat marketing adalah siapa? Company ke? Yang buat marketing? Yang interact ni? Siapa? Fans. The economy of fans. Fan economy. Fan servicing. So jimatlah company tu buat marketing canggih-canggih sebab bila you ada chasing platform ni, okay, you masukkan all these fan consider macam contohnya dia buat live ya, dia personalize lah, dia buat live dengan fan, lepas tu dia buat fan meeting, lepas tu dia buat merchandise lah, segala-galanya lah. So kalau you pergi browse kan, contohnya ada apa K-pop website yang jual merchandise, yang jual apa beauty product, sebab bila you masuk idol chasing platform ni, dia bukan sekadar menjual album ya, dia menjual merchandise. Dia menjual merchandise, collectible item, stickers, marks, segala-galanya lah. Lepas tu dia jual produk juga, sebab Korea ni dia associated with beauty product. So dia nak jadi macam idol dia, idol dia ni okay, ambassador produk-produk ni. Dia pun nak beli juga. Dia pun nak beli juga. Lepas tu at the same time dia inject cultural tourism juga. Oh, okay, nak pergi South Korea lah, nak pergi kat Namsan Tower lah, nak pergi dekat Gangnam lah, nak Myeongdong lah segala, nak makan ala-ala Korea semua tu. So, you nampak tak macam mana South Korea ni government dia dia punya framework tu untuk soft economy tu sangat-sangat bagus ya. Even better than US. US pun tak ada ni. Sebab tu US pun sekarang tenggelam. Ya. Orang US pun suka tengok K-entertainment ni. So dia dah global. So not just that, tapi dia contohnya drama dia dah tak masuk TV dah. Drama dia pergi mana? Pergi semua dekat paid TV. So the good ones pergi Netflix, yang tak apa-apa bagus sangat mungkin pergi iQIYI ke, ataupun dia tengok drama-drama yang sellable semua tu. So normally yang masuk Netflix tu yang sellable. Dia ada value sikit lah, dia tengok lah pelakon tu siapa dia dah boleh predict dah drama ni rating dia macam mana. Okay, kalau drama Korea ni, kalau daripada Dragon Studio tu dia big investment lah, macam Crash Landing on You daripada Dragon Studio tu dia dah memang boom. Tengoklah pelakon dia pula, Sonny Ji Hyun Bin, lagilah laku sebab tu grade A actors. Tengok pula pengarah dia siapa, pengarah dia yang ni, lagilah laku, macam tu. Okay, so if you look here, the philosophy of economy, sales demand, sales semua ni termasuklah dalam ni. Kalau you tak belajar philosophy of economy, you tak belajar behavior, you tak belajar consumer behavior, you tak buat purchasing analysis apa semua, you tak adalah buat framework macam ni. Okay? You tak tahu pun the process. Contohnya. Okay? So orang kita, orang Malaysia ni, dia kena bina new model lah, new economic model if you want to utilize on this entertainment. Tapi kita ni banyak sangatlah kekangan kita. Ya, banyak sangat kekangan kita. Some people nanti akan protes talking about terlalu banyak hiburan lah, apalah kan. Cumanya kalau kita nak buat boleh, tak ada masalah. Cumanya you have to have ethical guidelines. Kan? For example like Coldplay nak datang. Okay, he supported the inclusive community. Well, itu dia punya rights lah. Dia bukan duduk kat Malaysia. They are not Muslim. Cumanya dia nak buat konsert kat sini. Ya. Cumanya kalau you rasa you tak nak pergi, jangan pergi. Ya. Tapi kita kena ingat, Malaysia ni dia bukan bukan terdiri daripada orang Islam saja, dia ada non-Muslim. And we have to think about to generate income for the sustainability of the country. Cumanya mungkin kalau dia masuk sini, kenalah ada ethical guidelines yang dia perlu abide, and also peminat-peminat perlu abide, itu je. It's a matter of enforcement monitoring. Okay, ni janganlah tiba-tiba, tak boleh lah, cancel lah, apalah. You nak cancel, the government is losing a lot of money from this industry, sebab dia bukan datang entertainment semata-mata, tourism. Ya, and then the flow of currency. Kalau dia datang Malaysia, orang Singapura datang, orang Thailand datang, orang Indonesia datang. Sebab tu you tengok Indonesia sekarang ni ya, dia punya economy is rising up. And a lot of these Indonesian people dah balik Indonesia dah, sebab dia kata tukaran duit lebih kurang sama je. Dah tak tinggi. Even my Filipino mate pun kata, Malaysia punya tukaran ni sikit aja beza dia dengan dia punya peso. Macam dah tak laku dah. Kan? So macam mana? Kalau kita tak buat benda-benda macam ni, macam Langkawi dia, Letua di Langkawi, semua tu is generating income. So macam mana kita nak beat the inflation? Macam mana kita nak naikkan the value of our money when you when you tutup all these opportunities. Okay. Itulah depends pada penilaian masing-masing lah kan. Okay. Alright, so price discrimination. Pula. Okay, tadi kita cakap pasal demand and supply. Lepas tu tiba ada price discrimination. Okay, so what is price discrimination here? So price discrimination ni sebenarnya apa? What do you understand by price discrimination? Yang kita dah tengok banyak lah dekat airlines, hotels, e-commerce, movie theatre, software entertainment subscriptions. What is price discrimination? Ingat tadi luxury lifestyle? Okey, contohlah. Okey, contoh raya biscuit ya. Bagi contoh raya kuih raya lah kan. Okay, I have a friend yang buat kuih raya. Okay, so dia kata dia kena letak 2 different price tag. I said kenapa? Sebab dia kata, okay, customer dia ada 2 jenis. Satu yang M40 ke bawah, satu yang T20. Kalau dia letak harga murah, the assumption of these T20 people, dia kata biskut ni tak sedap. The assumption dia ya. Sebab T20 ni dia dah masuk dalam kepala otak dia, apa yang mahal tu itulah in a good quality. Yang murah ni tak sedap. Tapi kalau dia nak jual dekat M40, B40 ni, dia tak boleh lah exceed the range of certain harga lah kan. So dia nak market customer-customernya dekat Damansara, Bangsa semua tu memang dia packaging dia lain, harga dia lain. So yang bawah-bawah ni packaging lain, harga lain. Tapi kadang-kadang ada juga difference in terms of the ingredients ya. Kan? Contohnya dia pakai butter. Kalau premium price dia pakai butter butter yang apa butter tu? Bukan yang buttercup tu, buttercup low level. Pakai embok ke, lepak ke, apa lagi? Butter-butter yang premium tu lah, yang harga berbelas ringgit tu. Macam tu. Kalau gula pun dia pakai brown sugar. Kalau yang price yang rakyat-rakyat marahin tu dia pakai gula putih, which is not healthy for health. Lepas tu dia pakai butter yang murah, which is ada high sodium, high salt. Okay? Why we have price discrimination? As a consumer, why do you think so? Kenapa you ada price discrimination? Itu baru beli biskut raya. Why? Airlines ada price discrimination? Of course, so obvious. You naik economy, you naik business, you naik first class, different services. Naik economy, semua plastik-plastik dia bagi. Plastik, ya, bekas plastik, semua plastik lah. Lepas tu menu pun lain. Kalau you pergi first class, business class, dihidangkan you dengan pinggan kacanya, dengan variety of variety of food boleh pilih lagi. Lepas tu dia punya personalization macam-macam lah. Kenapa? Why do you think ini benda ni wujud? Orang tak kata salah. Kenapa wujud? Why? Kenapa?
Jurang lifestyle tu terlampau jurang?
Is it that's the reason why? But you buy it. Okay, contohnya lah, you sakit. You nak pergi hospital government ke hospital swasta? You nak pergi government ke you nak pergi private? Kalau you tak ada duit, contohnya lah, kalau you tak ada duit, maybe you pergi government. Okay, sebab doktor government yang treat kat swasta tu, tentang doktor government juga sama je. Tapi, when you put a different price, which means you provide different quality. And that is why some people go for luxury because they want the quality. And ada setengah orang sanggup. Ya, tak apalah, I ambil insurans, medical insurance yang mahal-mahal ni. Kalau I sakit ke apa ke, I nak pergi private because I want to personalize, to customize to my need. I tak nak kongsi-kongsi share. Dah lah sakit, lepas tu kena kongsi, betul bisingnya dengan panasnya apanya. Contohnya, I want the doctor to attend to me 24 hours. Sebab tu dia nak yang macam buat ala-ala hotel, butik semua tu. Kalau dia tu pergi lagi Lain Girls ke apa kan. Macam tu. Some people sanggup because of the luxury. Sebab tu dalam goods and services tu dia ada price discrimination because kita beli based on our lifestyle, based on our consumptions, based on our behavior. Sebab tu price discrimination ni sangat-sangat obvious dalam airlines, hotels, ya. Okay, e-commerce, subscription. Contohnya lah kalau you pergi paid TV, contohnya drama baru keluar. Dia hanya bagi you tengok episod 1 dan 2 je secara free. Selain daripada tu, alamak you kena sign up for VIP lah. Kena sign up lah. You kena bayar. And then you punya subscription tu level up to premium, barulah you boleh access tanpa iklan dan sebagainya. Cerdik tak? Cerdik lah. Okay. The losing end is the consumer lah, you kena bayar extra. Kan? Tak kira lah bayar berapa, RM4 ke RM5 ke. Tapi that's how they make it. Macam movie theatres juga. You nak tengok yang movie theatres yang macam mana, yang environment macam mana, GSC ke, TGV ke, yang sejuk macam dekat Antartika ke, yang boleh baring tidur ke, you pay for it. Ya? Sama jugalah macam software entertainment subscription dan semua ni. So successful price discrimination. So talking about digital, okay, digital platform ke apa ke kan, this is how the economy is moving right now. Imagine zaman anak-anak you. Sebab tu ada research di Amerika baru-baru ni, dia buat survey, zaman anak-anak adalah dia predict anak-anak ni akan jadi lebih miskin daripada mak bapak dia. Tadi saya cakap generation anak-anak ni lagi cepat dapat sakit kan. Ini generation anak-anak ni lagi miskin daripada mak bapak dia. Kenapa? Why? Because ni lah. They are selling lifestyle ni. Price discrimination. Dia ada associate with selling lifestyle tadi. So siapa nak lifestyle yang canggih-canggih semua ni, dia fall into this price discrimination. Kan? Interesting tak? If you study the economy. Okay? Kan? Tapi kita nak tengok drama tu. Kita subscribe. Kita kata, alah RM4 je, 4.99 sebulan. Okay, subscribe. Ada AI tools lah. Okay, kita nak guna, nak buat PowerPoint slide dan segalanya, nak guna ChatGPT yang premium. Subscribe $90 USD. Contohnya. Sebab kita nak kan? Alright, software company pun dah start dah main-main dengan price discrimination. Okay. Alright, so personalization, of course. Sebab contohnya yang hospital you sakit tadi kan, some people willing to go to Gleneagles, Pantai, ambil yang premium punya medical insurance. Ada medical insurance yang you bayar RM50 je sebulan. Tapi dalam polisi dia you boleh claim setakat mana je lah. Ada yang you bayar sampai RM1,000, RM2,000 sebulan. Tengoklah dia punya coverage, dia punya premium package tu macam mana ya. Because now we are going for customization and personalization. Talking about social media pun dia dah start buat personalization based on behavior analysis. Yang social butterfly, yang introvert, extrovert. Okay, sebab tu you addicted to social media. Okay, content personalization ada macam-macam lah you tengok, macam TV jugalah, paid TV. Setengah orang suka Netflix, setengah orang semua paid TV dia pergi subscribe. Kejap WeTV, kejap View, kejap Vaiki, semua ada lah. So 3 types of consumer behavior. You have purchase, usage, consumer, loyalty. Yang sinilah yang any business would want that. Macam mana you nak persuade consumer ni to be loyal to your brand, to your product, services. Sebab tu ada price discrimination. Ya. Sebab orang akan go for premium. Ni consumer loyalty. Dia tengok usage pula. Usage dia tengok kepada mana? Hashtag, likes, rating, review, feedback. Ini pun bagi duit juga. Purchasing behavior. Nak tahu juga purchasing behavior macam mana. Orang ni suka brand apa, jenama apa, kemudian dia produk apa yang dia suka beli. Semua ni adalah data analytics, consumer behavior analysis. Contohnya, predicting the next visit. Okay, reinventing the casino with customer behavior analysis. Okay, kita nak tahu. Ini contoh lah ya. I tak dapat cari contoh yang lain, ambil je lah yang ni. Macam mana you nak predict orang datang balik beli barang you tu? Buatlah consumer behavior analysis. Itulah guna data scientist tu. Itulah kerja dia. Okay. Contohnya you buat sentiment analysis. Lepas bagi ucapan ni as a Prime Minister, tengok sentiment orang, feedback orang macam mana. Tengok hashtag, tengok dekat Twitter. Dah tak panggil Twitter kan, panggil X. Tengoklah dekat social media segalanya. Kaji. Whether people like it or not, whether people setuju or not. Yeah. Okay. So effects economics of IT globally, macam-macam. I think we are in this situation right now. We are facing this situation right now. So you bolehlah buat research kat sini ya. Tak tajuk ni. Okay. How it increase productivity, reducing manual labor, and enabling more efficient operation. Okay. Globalization of market. Ini tak payah nak kata lah. Sekarang ni dekat Shopee tu pun you boleh order barang daripada China, daripada Korea, daripada mana-mana. Okay. Innovation and new business model. Macam yang cakap tadi lah. Economics of fan. Apa lagi? Soft economy. Idle chase platform. Lepas tu apa lagi? You have e-commerce, digital marketing, cloud-based services. So kalau you as a IT graduate pun, kalau you pergi digital marketing ni pun is also part of IT juga bukan orang marketing je kena pergi digital marketing ni. Sebenarnya orang IT pun sesuai ya. Job creation and transformation, tech driven industry, IT skill requirements. Sebab sekarang ni semua businesses dah go online ya. Data driven decision making, of course data analytics. Sebab tadilah purchasing behavior, consumer behavior semua tu nak tahu. Data driven decision making, sudah. Enhanced communication and collaboration, contohnya Google Workspace, LMS, collaborative platform, okay. Okay, economic disparities, ada juga kesannya. Contohnya rural versus urban, coverage of the internet. Kalau dekat Sarawak, Sabah yang lulu tu macam mana, okay. Digital divide, IT literate versus non-IT literate, ada juga ya yang macam ni. Okay, impact on financial services, the rise of fintech company. Lagi apa? Online banking, digital currency, crypto, e-wallet. Yang datang-datang semua ni datanglah juga masalah-masalah. Okay, sekarang ni pakai e-wallet. So orang tak keluar duit dah. Duit simpan je dalam bentuk digits. You can use e-wallet, okay, all these bank applications. Sekarang dah pakai crypto pula. Instead of invest dalam emas, silver, orang invest dalam cryptocurrency pula dah, okay. Okay, environmental impact. Okay, issues of green IT, electronic waste, okay. Healthcare advancements, telemedicine, electronic health records, health informatics, yeah. So I think during pandemic, people start using telemedicine ataupun you buat WhatsApp call dengan doctors ke for consultation ya. Sekarang ni semua dah boleh online dah. Okay, supply chain optimization. Okay, ni kalau you pergi kat manufacturing, okay, inventory management, predictive analytics dan sebagainya, real time tracking. Cyber security concern, cyber security risk. Ni macam-macam isu lah ni. I tak list down ya, tapi macam-macam issues. Okay. Influence education and workforce development, kena banyak IT education, IT program, okay. Especially macam talking about green IT, electronic waste, all this ya. Cultural exchange and globalization from user-centered design to humanity-centered design. Okay, sebab tu ya, you tengok macam mana Korea tu dia successful marketkan dia punya K-entertainment tu sampai kita ni dekat Malaysia ni ada kemat lah, ada apa, orang sudah start belajar bahasa Korea lah, even UiTM pun menggalakkan staff-staff dia taking up third language ya. Kemudian apa lagi, cultural dia diabsorb kat sini. Tapi sebenarnya orang Malaysia ni dia satu je, dia ni jenis absorb semua culture dalam dunia ni. Apa yang orang Malaysia tak makan makanan ruji seluruh negara? Kita makan kan. Jepun kita makan miso, ramen, apa lagi, sushi. Makanan Jepun pun kita makan, makanan Korea pun kita makan, makanan daripada India pun kita makan, makanan daripada Indonesia pun kita makan, apa lagi, makanan daripada Western pun kita makan, Itali, daripada Arab, semua ada. Sebab tu orang Malaysia ni obese. Sebab makanan ruji negara-negara lain semua dia sapu. Macam mana? Sebab because of the economics of IT ni, dia dah ada cultural exchange and globalization, influences daripada digital media. Ya. Tapi makanan Malaysia ada tak di serata dunia? Adalah, tapi mungkin tak sehebat how other countries market dia punya cuisine dia. Sebab dia market tu dalam apa, dia market tu secara halus dalam drama dia, dalam biasanya dalam drama dia lah, dalam nyanyian dia, dalam how dia punya package, dia punya artis tu semua kita nak ikut lah. Kan? Ada tak kita package kita punya artis? Tak ada. So kita kena belajar lah untuk apa, extend on the staff economy tu. Okay, ni contoh research on economy society within cybersecurity aspect ni contoh lah what research that people have done, okay, when addressing cybersecurity. So macam-macam lah, cause of data breaches, ya. Kena tengok lah cause and effect data breaches, ya. Investment, economic impact of cybercrime. Okay, cybersecurity insurance, market dynamics, regulatory compliance costs, economic consequences on ransom attack, impact of cybersecurity on consumer trust, cost benefit analysis, cybersecurity and remote work, economic benefits of IT infra, security in critical infrastructure, supply chain, cybersecurity risk, economic impact of emerging cybersecurity technologies, global disparities, cybersecurity innovation, economic growth, macam-macam dah orang dah research pasal cybersecurity ni. So nak kata you tak ada tajuk untuk proposal, tajuk tu beratus-ratus, ya. So wrap up for our final topic today. Ingatlah kembali diagram ni, okay? So in order for you to reach to the desired state, okay, please remember kena kaji current state. Macam mana nak kaji current state? Tengoklah kembali kepada diagram, sistem, environment, feedback, feed forward, feedback loop, semua tu lah. Okay, input, output, proses, semua tu, sebab dia akan ada influence on how you arrive to your desired state. Sama ada you ada dia punya teknologi, ada tools, ada method, ada teknik, ataupun you kena build teknologi tu from scratch. Kalau ada mungkin dah rosak ke, dah obsolete ke, you kena bina yang baru, you kena innovate yang baru. Kalau memang tak ada langsung, you kena invent yang baru. Kalau ada mungkin you modify, you enhance dan sebagainya. So vehicle ni sangat penting, and vehicle can be in many forms. Tak mestinya teknologi, it can be policy, it can be infrastructure, it can be human resource, it can be anything. Yeah, so how you see this current state tu is how you conceptualize your problem. Tapi along the way, you kena tengok factor-factors yang influence, yang influence the journey to the desired state. As I said just now, political, cultural, social, regional, religion, ataupun isu-isu yang lain, okay? And then we always talk about people, process, technology. So obstacle tu ada pelbagai aspects. Kita tengok dalam proses ke, kita tengok dari segi people ke, ataupun kita tengok dari segi constraint, limitations on the technology itself. So kadang-kadang kita tak boleh capai kepada desired state, kita kena ada alternative deviation state. Sometimes memang tak capai langsung. So obsolete lah. So kita kena cari alternatif yang lain. Ataupun kita, okey lah, dah tak boleh buat, dah tutup cerita, habis. Rugi-rugilah. Maksud dia. Okay? So hopefully daripada subjek ni, it can guide you to think about how you conceptualize the problem, how you see a problem from different angle, and then it helps you in your proposal later, and of course hopefully it helps you as a critical thinker as you climb up into your career ladder. Okay, so thank you everyone. So with that, we wrap up our topic for today, and next week kita go for our final class, which is the project presentation. So physical lah kan, project presentation. So that will be the final assessment. And then after that, you go for test. So week 14 memang tiada kelas. So next week will be our final class for the subject. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a nice weekend. And I'll see you again next week, and also preparation for the test. Test tak payahlah baca, you just faham je konsep dia, ya, sebab it's an open book test. Okay, alright, so thank you everybody, take care.
Thank you, Doctor.
One last question.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doktor.
Doktor,
Ya,
Thank you, Doctor.
sorry
Ya,
nak
ya.
tanya for presentation project tu,
Tanyalah.
was the berapa minit per group we need to plan the presentation.
Okay, presentation is 15 minutes and then 10 minutes for Q&A. So it's like setengah jam lah. Setengah jam for each group.
Okay.
Okay, so
Alright.
just present. Nanti kita tanya, nak present apa? Present lah ikut kepada scheme of work tu. Okay.
Okay.
So I was
Thank you,
hoping
Dr.
banyakkan visualization ya, because I'm going to read the report. So for the presentation wise, I only want to see visual. So visual representation, which is a diagram ke ataupun very minimal text, because I don't want you to read from the text. Kalau you letak text banyak, tendency you to read from the text is high. So just put pictures and then summarize the findings ya, because I will read thoroughly in the report. So presentation ni you just nak capture the gist atau essence of your project tu aja. Kan? Sebab dalam PhD pun you imagine kalau 10 tahun you buat PhD, 5 tahun you buat PhD, 3 tahun you buat PhD, dia bagi 20 minit aja ya, only 20 minutes to summarize you punya kerja yang 10 tahun tu. Dia tak bagi masa lebih-lebih. So kalau you exceed, dia akan suruh berhenti. Sebab we don't want to listen anymore. Okay. Sebab dia dah baca report. Okay. Kerja examiner tu dia nak tanya je. Dia dah baca report. So bila you present tu you kena pandai lah guna masa tu and present the important one. So visualization is important. Okay. So jangan letak textual ya. Learn from the previous presentation. Okay. So ada lagi soalan? Ada lagi? Tak ada ya? Okay, kalau tak ada kita jumpa lagi minggu hadapan. So take care everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you everybody.